Our little ones. The most casual of current events follower cannot escape hearing about the unimaginable violations against our youth. Even the tranquil climes of northern Michigan have been rocked recently by these monsters who have preyed upon innocent children. To make matters worse, some of the predators have been those who hid behind their religion in committing these unspeakable acts. If you are like me, you are sickened every time these are brought to light. We shake our head and wonder how this could happen, but I am not content to wait for the next news story to break and wring my hands until then. There are real and tangible steps that can be taken. Remember what Paul wrote about Satan? For we are not ignorant of his designs, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Jesus himself wrote as he sent out the disciples, "So be wise as serpents and innocent as doves," Matthew 10:16. From the ancient times, the Chinese philosopher Sun Tzu said, "Know your enemy and know yourself." Isolating our children may seem wise in the short term, but it does not prepare them for a world after they have left the nest. But protecting them and keeping them safe is paramount now. Here are some things experts recommend. Know who is in your child's life. If your child is invited to go to someone's house, investigate the people. Talk to them face to face. Find out all you can about their home. If they are unwilling to cooperate, that's okay. Your child does not have to go. Your children won't understand, but you as a parent are in charge, not the child. Know your children's friends and families. Don't assume that all families are safe. Were there background checks on your children's coaches, mentors, youth ministers, scout leaders, daycare, anyone who is an adult in leadership roles with your children who could be alone with them? My wife and I were required to have a state and federal background checks with fingerprints and updated regularly at our last employment. A rule among ministers is you should never be alone with a child. Always use a buddy system. It protects you and sends a message to parents that their child is safe in your care. Having a computer, cell phone, or other means of electronic communications is a privilege, not a right. I don't make friends with most teenagers, even preteens, on this one, but a child should understand that there are no secrets when it comes to these devices. Monitor devices and enable the parental guides. Predators of children use these extensively to target their prey. You should have access to every conversation, text sent, and received that your child has. Spend time with your child. Be a part of their life and have conversations with them. Take note of changes in behavior. This is part of the bring them up in the training and admonition of the Lord that Paul talks about in Ephesians 6:4. I cannot emphasize enough the part of prayer for your children. This goes for those without children. We all should be praying for our children. Remember, Jesus put a very exacting price on the harm of the most vulnerable. It would be better for him if a millstone were hung around his neck and he were thrown into the sea than that he should offend one of these little ones. Luke chapter 17, verse 2. And those are our thoughts for today.